Welcome to WalterWise, smart habits for a smarter life. Let's go. Stretch before your workout. Stretch after. Stretch while waiting for the kettle to boil. It's one of the most common fitness habits out there. But is stretching really as useful as we think? Or is it just something we do because we always did? Let's break it down. First, what are we even talking about when we say stretching? There's static stretching, where you hold a position, like bending over and reaching for your toes. Then there's dynamic stretching, moving through ranges of motion like leg swings or arm circles. And people stretch for all kinds of reasons, to feel looser, to improve flexibility, to prevent injury, to recover faster. But not all stretching is created equal, and not all of it actually works the way we think. Let's start with what stretching can't do, despite the hype. Stretching before a workout, especially static stretching, doesn't prevent injuries. That myth is still alive, but studies say otherwise. In fact, holding long static stretches right before intense activity may temporarily reduce strength and explosive power. So if you stretch your hamstrings and then go sprint, don't expect a personal best. Also, stretching doesn't build muscle, burn fat, or suddenly fix posture. And it definitely won't undo 8 hours of sitting at your desk. Sorry. So why do people swear by it? Because stretching does have benefits when used smartly. For starters, it can increase flexibility over time, but that requires consistency. Holding a stretch for 10 seconds once a week won't change much. You need regular practice, proper technique, and time under tension, usually 30 seconds or more per stretch. Stretching can also reduce muscle tension and help you relax, mentally and physically. After a workout, it might improve blood flow and help your body shift into recovery mode. And let's be honest, sometimes it just feels good. And that's a valid reason too. But here's where things get interesting. Stretching is not the same as mobility. Flexibility is your ability to passively reach a certain range, like pulling your leg toward your chest. Mobility is your ability to actively move and control that range, like lifting your leg without using your hands. Just because you can stretch into a split doesn't mean you can move well in daily life. Mobility training often includes strength, control, and active range of motion. Things stretching alone doesn't build. Let's talk real-life application. If you're warming up for a workout, dynamic stretching is your friend. It activates the muscles you're about to use, increases blood flow, and improves joint lubrication. Think arm circles before upper body training, or walking lunges before a run. Static stretching? Save that for after your session or during cooldowns. That's when your body benefits most from longer holds, slower breathing, and recovery mode. What about office workers, weekend warriors, and people with back pain? Stretching can help, but it's not a fix-all. It might ease stiffness or tension in the moment, but long-term improvements come from combining stretching with movement, strength, and better daily habits. If your hip flexors are tight from sitting, stretch them. Yes, but also strengthen your glutes and move more often. Stretching without context is like putting a bandage on a bad habit. There are also cases where stretching might not be ideal. If you have joint instability, hypermobility, or certain injuries, random stretching might make things worse. And feeling tight doesn't always mean you need to stretch. Sometimes your body feels tight because something is weak, not short. A good rule: if stretching helps and feels good, do it. But if you're stretching the same spot for months with no result, it might be time for a smarter strategy. So what's the takeaway here? Stretching isn't useless, but it's not a miracle fix either. Used well, it can improve flexibility, help you recover, and make you feel better in your body. Used blindly, it can waste your time or even work against you. The smartest move? Understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. Stay wise, live smarter.